Hello everyone, Storm 101 here. Today we are going to do a live stream. I got a couple announcements today on this live stream. We also do have some severe weather to track today and tomorrow. I'm going to try to get chat to get pulled up on my phone here. If this here can load in, at least there we go. So welcome to anyone that's going to be joining the live stream this morning. Definitely haven't done a morning stream in a while, but let's go ahead and first talking about uh, the severe weather. I have this moved in for the phone now, but that's tomorrow. So let me zoom this out here. So yes, we do have a slight risk for severe weather that be going on across the Carolinas and southern Virginia for some of those regions there. And really, the primary threat is going to be damage and winds. There's not really a tornado threat. The tornado threat is actually going to be staying across the upper Midwest and northern plains. But really, your primary threat is going to be damage and winds. There could be some hail with it as well. Just updated there. And this here doesn't feel right here. Zoomed in weird. But so really the primary threat is the damage and winds. We do have a marginal risk going across the northeast as well, and also across the northern plains and upper Midwest. And that's tomorrow. This is today. We got a couple areas of slight risk. Got a one across central Montana. And we also do have another area across portions of the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast. I do have some disagreements with this slight risk here in the Northeast here. Uh, but first, the tornado threat is there, but still pretty low end. I do agree with the placement. The only thing I really disagree is the damage winds, the placement of it, because models are not really indicating much of any storm activity across portions of Pennsylvania, Maryland, Ohio, and New Jersey. There's also some rain going on there in those regions, so that's going to make the atmosphere a little bit more calmer. And the models did not really indicate those showers is for some of those regions in there. But I would agree for a slight risk to stay across New Jersey, southern New York, kind of New York City area as well. Those areas here, though, have a better chance for severe weather, well, I think, across the Northeast. But the slight risk across Montana, really, the primary threat is going to be some hail. You also do have a pretty expansive marginal risk going from kind of just south of Boston, Washington, D.C., all the way back into the Central Plains of and even into Colorado. Got another marginal risk across the Dixie Alley area as well. And again, the primary threat for the slight risk across the Northeast is going to be damage winds, and the primary threat in Montana is going to be for some large hail. So let's kind of look through some modeling here. So this is a brand new 12Z run. As we kind of go through here, so this is 18Z, and as you can see here, let me zoom this out a little bit. You do have a cluster of thunderstorms developing across eastern Pennsylvania. And meanwhile, back here, where there's also the slight risk kind of exists, there's just more of a shower activity. There's not really, there could be a strong storm back into Pennsylvania, Ohio, in New Jersey, but I don't really see much of severe weather activity. I'll probably put those areas in a marginal risk, but the better chance of severe weather, like I said, it's going to be kind of in this region right in there, especially where the models have been in good agreement for a cluster of thunderstorms to go for New York City, and it dies out when it gets out into the Atlantic Ocean. And let's move to a different area that kind of has me some interest here. So as of right now, there's some showers going on here. There's even a pretty nice cluster of thunderstorms across. I need to try to take this ad off. Um, there's a pretty good cluster of thunderstorms ongoing nearby in Indianapolis. Some strong storms producing damage winds, even some hail. That's going to be dissipating later on. But when we get some daytime heating again, look at this here. We got a new area of thunderstorms that starts to move southeast. When it kind of gets into Kentucky, you know, you can see here we start to get a train of thunderstorms here, kind of going through some of those same areas. You can tell that going into Sunday afternoon tomorrow, and they kind of die out. Some new storms may try to fire as well, but we're gonna see about that. And oh yeah, that slight risk tomorrow. You do see a a few thunderstorms. The models have backed off the severe weather threat for tomorrow, so we may get a downgrade for marginal risk, but you never know. The models could change for the next two updates. Well, we're gonna see what the SPC says because they're gonna be updating at 12:30 in Eastern time. Uh, no, it's 1:30. My bad. So let's kind of go through some ingredients here. As of right now, kind of in Kentucky, there is some cloud cover associated with this and some showers. And it looks like the atmosphere might try to recover, so there might be some clearing later today. Really over 1,000 joules per kilogram. And you do have it'll be favorable for severe weather. Of course, I'm going to get cut off on my phone here. Apologies for the live stream if it's cutting in and out. If you guys do have any questions, you can go ahead and put in the chat as well. Forgot to mention about that. But as you can see here, decent amount of cape here early on the day here, but I kind of doubt it's going to recover that quick across central and northern Indiana where we have those cluster thunderstorms. So, but we're going to see about that. I don't think it's going to be recovering that quick, but that'd be pretty rapid destabilization though as well. And let's take a look to some of the exciting stuff. Most people like to see is the supercell composite. And let's take a look into that. As you can see, it's actually pretty high back into Kansas and Missouri, highs of 38. And there's a marginal risk back into Central Plains today. As you can see, it's a pretty good atmosphere. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean there's going to be a supercell there, but it just means that it's favorable for supercells. But you can see here, chances for supercells is kind of low end. You see, you do have a couple hot spots here and there. Like here's one in central Indiana. Surface-based cape is actually very low, 506. So, but we're going to see about this here. But I'll say the primary threat's going to be damage to winds. There's definitely going to be a lot of rain. And where we're going to have those training area storms, um, let's move on to the Weather Prediction Center, where we could have the possibility for some training stores. We do have a slight risk for excessive rainfall, really anywhere from eastern Kansas for central Missouri, southern Illinois, Indiana, into western Kentucky. Not too big of a deal. Uh, Day two, it's gonna be something to watch here tomorrow. You do have a slight risk across portions of southern Indiana, southern Kentucky, into northeastern Tennessee, another area across southeastern Minnesota and western Wisconsin. And the threat kind of backs off on day three, uh, as there's a marginal risk across portions of the upper Midwest into the southern Appalachian Mountains. Let's take a look at those rainfall amounts there, where we can see the training area storms. So this is going to be the total rainfall. It's going to be overdone in a few areas, but as you can see here, and why is it doing that? There we go. And as you can see here, over the next 60 hours, you can see there's a couple of stripes of where stores could be training. There's an area of a little over 9 inches of rain across portions of southwestern Indiana. There's another swath here on the next day across pretty much the I-75 corridor here. Possibly up to 6 inches of rain, but again, I do believe this is overdone. But this gives you indication that there could be a lot of rain on the way and definitely flash flood threats possible there as well. Let's take a look to the REP model. And here's its faults. I think this is a little too far to the north, but the models have kind of trend some of the high rainfall amounts a little bit further to the north. We need to go back to 9Z for this one because we could get some more hours on it. And as you can see here, pretty far north. I think that's a little too far north for my taste here, but as you can see for the next 39 hours, it is pretty realistic with the rainfall totals, I gotta say. About 4 inches in a couple areas, but I think it's just too far north. I think this will be happening a little bit further south. And I think the NAM's too far north as well. Could take a look into that as well. Actually, it did shift south this time. There was a couple bottle runs where it's a little further up north. It seems like it's now back to south, a little bit southward. So, again, you can see a couple swaths of very heavy rain across southern Indiana and Kentucky. The main area of focus will be anywhere from southern Illinois through southern Indiana into Kentucky would be an area to focus. Even the Smoky Mountains area as well, Tennessee, and even maybe even North Carolina. Those would be the areas to really watch for the flash flood threat over the next couple of days. But that's definitely something we'll have to really keep an eye on. So there could be a moderate risk for excessive rainfall tomorrow. I could see that happening. So doesn't seem like you guys do not have any questions, but so let's move on to the big announcements that I have here. So I'll be going on vacation this week, next week technically. So there'll be no videos Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and next Saturday on the 4th of July. I'll be back here at my house on the 4th of July, but I believe I have a party to go to on Saturday or Sunday. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I should be able to make at least a video again on next Sunday. So just a big announcement, but with the severe weather chances, I could upload another video. Just not an update in the weather, maybe, but hope doesn't really look like anything major is gonna happen while I'm gone. So that's some good news there. That's just a big one of the big announcements. Actually, got another one. Another announcement is that I like thank you guys so much for subscribing to my channel. I'm at I believe 253 subscribers. I know we've hit 250 earlier, but that was kind of the goal. But I'm also very close on my Twitter. I am actually very close of reaching 100 followers. I am one follower away from 100 followers. So yeah, I would appreciate if someone out there, if you like to follow me on Twitter. I'm more than likely to be active on Twitter while I'm on vacation. So, and also talk about a little bit more about weather on there that I do here on YouTube. And I give some thoughts and do a lot of weather maps on there as well, which I could get on there as well. And we are zooming way too far. So I'll get on there. It's supposed to say 99 followers, unless I just lost 2 for some reason, which I didn't think I did. Actually, I did, surprisingly enough. Literally, last night it was 99 followers. I guess 2 people I'm following. That's pretty sad, but as you can see, I'm still very close to 100 followers either way, so I do have a little bit of discussions and some other stuff here. That was last night. There, talking about some things. Posting F just for fun, so. And here's an example here, making maps like this that don't show on YouTube. And this is just completely changed for tomorrow, so. Yeah. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, here it is right here. If you want to follow me on Twitter, if you want to. So yeah, guys, I do appreciate anybody that's following me on Twitter. as of right now, those 97 people. I'm pretty active on there, so yeah. But if you guys do have any questions, go ahead and put it in chat. This is gonna be last one for a while. We do have an error on that. So I don't think you guys have any questions or anything like that. There's only one other person watching right now. So yeah, guys, this is all I can for you guys today. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy this live stream. If you guys did like this live stream, hit that like button. If you really do like my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you never miss an upload. If you guys have questions about this, watch the next video. You can put a comment section down below. I will answer your guys' questions. I will see you guys next Sunday. Goodbye.